Greetings, everyone, and welcome. November the 10th, 2025. Today, there is some viral footage of a large column of Russian soldiers coming into southern Pokrovsk. They are unobstructed. They are coming in on motorcycles, walking cars, vehicles. They are carrying flags. And I know the big question out there, is this true or not? And yes, I have waited a couple of hours on this to confirm it, but under the cover of fog and weather, and I have the video for you, Russia is pushing a lot of soldiers into southern Pokrovsk. I have the exact location and the video for you. In addition to that, we also have some critical updates north of Kupyansk, Zaporizhzhia line, and Constantinovka. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share everything on the map with you, and you will be fully updated. But the reality is Pokrovsk, it's in trouble, and I hate to say it, but we must say it because we want to share the truth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate each and every one of you. So let's go straight to Pokrovsk. We're going to look at the map. This map that you're actually looking at here is from the Institute of the Study of War. There are multiple maps that I can overlay, but you can see the pocket that everyone continues to talk about, and we will zoom in on it in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to go straight to the video. So this is the video going viral right now, and I can confirm it, and I will show you where it's at. The intersection. Notice they're using fog. Now, they're just walking around. They're not concerned about drones. There's a couple of things I want you to pay attention to here. You see the line of trees. You see the intersection. But a lot of people have been questioning, what are these long things? So here is the Russian soldier, and they are speaking Russian. I can confirm that. You can see the patch on his arm there. You notice the long thing where under the soldier's arm, where he's lifted up with the left, a long thing, and people were going, oh, they're carrying their crutches in. That is not a crutch. That is actually a Russian flag. You will see a motorcycle here, there. He is carrying a Russian flag. And guys, this is not just this one little small group, and I'm not trying to be alarmist here. I'm just telling you the truth. Substantial amount of Russian soldiers have poured into southern Pokrovsk freely. There's no problems there for them coming in. Now, let me go to the map here, and I will show you exactly where we're talking about. So if we come here, and of course, this is Google Earth, and then I'll come back to the map that shows who controls what and show you that. But this is actually where this video is spotted is right here on the red mark. So they are coming in this way here, and they're basically right there. South Central Pokrovsk. It's on the main highway. If I take all of that stuff out and I zoom in, this is the actual intersection where they were coming this way. Let me erase that. Let me put this up. They were coming this way. You could see the line of trees. You can see where the road goes off here. There's an advertisement sign here, an advertisement sign here. This 100% is the location of where they were at. Now, if I go to, let's just go to DeepState for a second and look at it. We're talking about this location, not there, but right there. It's exactly where we're talking about. And of course, DeepState showing all of this as a gray zone where other mapping systems that I follow are calling it all controlled by Russia. Here is actually Institute for the Study of War. They're calling it not completely controlled by Russia. It would be red, but gold leaning Russia. So there's lots of stories going on here, but for the most conservative, we'll just look at deep state and you can see the entire gray zone. So I've shown you there. So take a look at this video one more time. That's the intersection that I just showed you. There is the line of trees, heavy fog, flags, motorcycles, soldiers, and they're just coming in. That is what we're looking at here. So this is not, unfortunately, this is truth. This is not propaganda. Large group of Russian soldiers coming in under this cover. Now, so that's the Pokrovsk update, and we'll continue to update you. Constantinovka is another story within itself. Russia continuing to put heavy pressure on Constantinovka, and all they're doing right now is trying to come up and get a grip around the city. I'll use deep state here, and you can see, once again, another pocket forming. If I come over to, let's go Institute Study of War, come over to Konstantinovka. They're a little bit more aggressive on the Russian side with the Russians pushing in. But I do have footage for you that I want to share. This coming from Russian drone coverage, and I have confirmed it. It is factual, but Russia has destroyed and went after, once again, apartment buildings in Konstantinovka, and just leveling them to the ground. Let me go here, and this, I'm actually in Konstantinovka. Let me zoom out and just confirm it for you. Here's Konstantinovka, Drushkivka. But if I come in, I'm going to show you the building first. So there is a little body of water here, right there. Here is this building that was just destroyed. It was struck here and here by glide bombs. That is a 9-story. As you can see, this is a residential area in Konstantinovka, right across the street from the church. But this is the building you're getting ready to see that, of course, no longer is habitable or able to be habitated. It is destroyed now. Here's this footage. This is the drone coming, just giving footage. There's glide bomb 1, the pond to the left where all the shrapnel hit with the 2 glide bombs coming in. Of course, debris goes everywhere. And this is what they have done. I can play it for you again, but it's very, very unfortunate here what has happened. Let me just show you here. It's really foggy, guys. This is the weather, but that's the building that I have shown you 100%. And as the strike comes in, I'm slowing this down. There's the strike. If you look in the lower left, see the little white, I know it's hard to see, but this is confirmed. The little white splashes there, that is from that lake. So whether this was cluster or it's just a response from that strike, that's the first glide bomb, and then there's the second glide bomb that comes in, and now that building is destroyed. So that's what is happening there in Konstantinovka. Now, we need to look north of Kupyansk because Russia is putting pressure north of Kupyansk. They're trying to stretch the line out. And let me go. I'll once again use deep state for this. They're pushing in an area where they have not pushed, and this is in the Kharkiv region. They're trying to stretch the front line out, and right now we have confirmation of a lot of soldiers coming in on the south of Pokrovsk and the south of the Zaporizhzhia line, which we will look at last. But this is north of Kupyansk. If I come to the map here, once again, I'm going to use deep state for this one. You can see here, let me turn that back on. This is the city of Kharkiv. This is the Kharkiv region we're talking about here. This is where Kupyansk is, that battle. This is pushing down toward Liman. But you can see here, right there, Russia has began an aggressive, heavy push trying to stretch this line up. And once again, meaning Ukraine has to bring more resources in. So this is also happening right now, and we'll keep our eye on that. The last place that I actually want to talk about, and I'll go ahead and get the map zoned over here because I'm actually going to use DeepState for this one as well. Why? They are the most conservative mapper, of course. Delaying sometimes coloring in red or blue on purpose, and that's okay. That's fine. We had issues early in the war where they were coloring too quickly and giving information away too quickly. So for me, it's the safest map to look at. There are others that I rely on, especially Institute for the Study of War, but for this update in particular, we're going to look at DeepState because I want you to understand the gray zone. So this is the Zaporizhzhia Southern Front. You see on the left there, the big blue. Well, that's what the reservoir used to look like below Zaporizhzhia before the Novokakhovka Dam. Right below to the left of that is where Energodar is and the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. But the gold here, and this is from ISW map, you can see this is the Russian push on the Zaporizhzhia southern front line. And one of the main areas I'm concerned about, and I've been there many, many times, is the city of Orikhiv. But the bottom line is, Russia is getting closer every day to the big city of Zaporizhzhia, million plus. And Zaporizhzhia, of course, already under drone fire, missile fire, MLRS, MLRS systems, a multiple rocket launch system, MRLS. Yeah, whew, been a long day. Multiple rocket launching systems. It's under those assaults. And the closer that Russia gets, they are able to do that more and more. So we need to keep our eye here. But if I come close into Zaporizhzhia region here, I'm going to do my best. I'm watching my monitor. I think this is the best way I can show you. Let's start here. First of all, I want you to notice this is the city of Zaporizhzhia. Okay. That's how big it is. It's a million plus. And if you look down towards Stepnogorsk, if you look down toward Orikhiv, they're not that far. So many times I've been in the center of Zaporizhzhia and driven down to Orikhiv, even with block posts and going through paperwork and all of that. 40 minutes, I'm in Orikhiv. And that's not flying, okay? Just normal clicking along, driving. You're in Orikhiv, 45 minutes. Out of Zaporizhzhia, down in here into Stepnogorsk area. We've been down here. 25 minutes driving. It's close. And Russia putting this gray zone on, it's expanding. One of my real concerns here, and this is the DeepState map, is the city of Orikhiv. Of course, it's basically destroyed already, but you can see just all along the front, you see that gray zone expanding. And I'm just look at here, I'm just bringing it around, and I will ultimately bring this back, come up. I'm still not to Pokrovsk yet, guys. Still just pushing this line, and then this is where we bring it back to Pokrovsk. So we have a lot of pressure being exerted right now on Ukraine, not only on their energy infrastructure and power grid, but also along the entire front lines. And today, Russia has taken advantage of weather and pushed a lot of troops into Pokrovsk. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you soon.